Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Open Great League with one team that I think is gonna remind to Grassel, but in the opposite term, because we're having the Icehole over here, and this team was not suggested but inspired by Novaridis, who is an amazing member of our Greek community over here in Greece. So yeah, anyways, on the Switch, on this first battle, we're met up with Altaria, and obviously this is looking like a wonderful matchup for our Dugong. Of course, this Sky Attack is still gonna put us in a weird position that we need to throw some energy in order to get rid of that Dragon type Pokemon before they reach to another move, and we wouldn't like to sacrifice a shield in the process for a Dragon type. And right after, we have the Dugong of our opponent up against us. You know what, this is looking kinda good for us now because they bring the Deoxys into this battle. So all we have to do to this mirror type Pokemon, we're just gonna go ahead and throw our Thunderbolt to take it out, but instead, as it seems they want to stay in. You know what, we're still looking pretty nice here, kinda having the same team, but of course we have double Ice at the back, so the Icehole team will absolutely be awesome for this scenario. For this first battle, I decided to go with the wrong version of Sunslash because I never decided. I was just thinking that I had the Shadow Claw version of my Sunslash, but as it seems here, yeah, we're just gonna get to the Bulldoze one, but this is obviously a mistake. No matter what happens here though, we can still reach to another Bulldoze, and we can still bring them to almost no HP with this final Ice Punch from our Sunslash. Of course, on counter to snipe down the Dugong, and that's gonna be an amazing victory to start off the video. A very bad lead into the next one now, and we're having the correct Sunslash into our backline. So right here we're just gonna keep going at it with our Dugong, and of course we can survive one Seed Bomb while they want to stay in. This reminds me that they might have something pretty strong at the back against my Deoxys as well, perhaps a Sableye, who knows, but instead they bring now their Carbine. You know what, I have a super effective move for that Pokemon, but this one is super tanky that it almost tickles that weird gem like Pokemon. So anyways, we need to respect the damage from the Moonblast, but at the same time we need to keep that final shield for our Sunslash and the end game. Seeing this Carbine makes me think that at the back they might have something like a Red Steel, but who knows, only time will tell. So Trevenant here and the Drapion at the back. So you know what, I think that the Drillrun will most likely destroy down this Drapion, while all we have to do is to go ahead and throw before that second crunch. So here comes now the Drillrun, they are gonna take it to my surprise and still survive. Oh my freaking goodness. So anyways, crunch now on my shield, and right after we have to farm down, not throw at all, and that is gonna end this battle into an amazing victory for our line. So as you have noticed, my Deoxys doesn't have Psycho Boost, so I have Thunderbolt for all those flyers, and perhaps for fire type coverage I decided to go here for that Rock Slide. And of course against Charizard you definitely need some fire type coverage, but of course just with your Thunderbolt you should be fine. If you want to use Thunderbolt and Psycho Boost, be my guest, you are not gonna see a lot of fire types anyways, and most of those fire types might actually fly like Charizard and Talonflame, so you're gonna be just fine even with Thunderbolt as your charge attack to go ahead other than your Psycho Boost. So anyways, right here we're having kinda of a weird scenario up against us because they have a Medicham and a Quagsire at the back, both of which are able to finish off my backline effectively, and with Deoxys out of the way I definitely stand no chance, so that's why I top left this battle. So sometimes you are gonna lose, okay, but most of the times you're gonna see that you will find yourself in a situation that you can absolutely play even against your hardest counters. If they had on that previous example something else than that Quagsire, even against a Medicham we might actually had a chance towards the end of the battle. So anyways, let's see what we got here, because the previous battle has obviously ended and we're having Deoxys on the mirror. So at this point we want to exchange a few of those Rock Slides and Thunderbolts and Psycho Boosts, but to be honest, honest, my main purpose is to not finish it off, but instead I want to farm up a little bit with my Dugong as it seems. So Sableye here might actually have not the upper hand, but still some energy to throw, and we can absolutely take it at this point because we have already pressed our own move, and this means that this Sableye will almost fall down. Seeing that they're getting super low, I'm expecting the switch out immediately to their final Pokemon, which is Beedrill, and obviously this is looking pretty good for us because we can resist those poison jumps by a lot, and that is gonna be an amazing victory since they decide to top left this battle. Into the next one now, and against Golisopod, this is a battle that you really want to have your Rock Slide able to charge up a little bit faster than this Thunderbolt. So if they did not count, we could absolutely land this Rock Slide because most people most likely will expect something like a Psycho Boost and not a Rock Slide at this point. So anyways, on the switch we're met up with a Medicham, and yes, this team wants to get the Medicham on your Dugong because this way you can have a very close battle against this fighter, and also you can draw it out of the way so that then you can finish it off with Deoxys, and perhaps your Sandslash will have no other weakness at all. And I say perhaps because before you saw that they had a Mad Boy at the back as well, which was not that good for my spiky Pokemon over here. So against Golisopod, we still cannot throw a lot of moves that can threat this Pokemon, but we can definitely threat it around with our moves. I'm just gonna block here because I know that a Liquidation can absolutely be devastating for me, while I can still pressure and push for that final shield. So all I want to do here is to complete the farm down and see what they have at the back as their final Pokemon. Liquidation will bring me super low, but at the back is the Serperior, so the battle is definitely not over yet. A grass type at the back, we need to reach at the final Ice Punch before they get to the RLAs, and this is gonna be a CMP, which is very crucial. At this point, all we have to do is to survive one Vine Whip, and we can do that in exchange of one counter, and we can get that super close victory for our team. An amazing victory from that previous battle, and now we're having kind of a good lead finally on this video for our Deoxys. On the switch we're met up with a Sableye, which is Shadow, and makes me think that perhaps they have Power Gem as their charge attack, so we have to respect it, and right after I'm just gonna take whatever they throw here and complete the farm down, knowing that even the Power Gem can easily be taken after that first debuff, even from a Pokemon like a Shadow Sableye. So Icy Wind here will debuff this Dunsparce, and yeah, I cannot reach to another one, but at the back they have a Whimsicott, and we have totally walled them down. Hopefully they did not win my Dugong with their Sableye, otherwise we would be looking at a different whole scenario. So anyways, this Whimsicott now stands no chance, and eventually they will back out, so we're gonna take this victory as well as we proceed into the final battle trainers. So we're having another good lead, two final good leads after all those bad leads on the entirety of this video. Even a Trevenant up against our Deoxys, that was super filthy. So anyways, we're having here the Thunderbolt. You cannot go for the Rock Slide since it is resisted, and of course they can always expect a Psycho Boost towards the end of this battle. So anyways, they're gonna go ahead and shield. That was kinda suspicious, and then I'm getting to another Thunderbolt, and they shield once again. Can they be possibly using this hack that they know my backline, or am I just over exaggerating? I don't know, that was kinda sus to be honest. Anyways, now I'm gonna throw my Dugong into the battle. They have the Psychic, we have two shields of course, which can always be towards our advantage, and right after we can go ahead and completely farm down with those Ice Shards. Let's see what they have as their next Pokemon, which is Dugong, and of course I'm not shooting any fires on my opponent. That was a pretty good play, and it surprises me that they shielded twice up against my Deoxys. This is something you do not see every day. If they did it without a hack, well, they are on a very nice track against my team. They already are familiar with teams like mine, so that's why they did it, which makes a lot of sense. But if they didn't, yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, right here I'm just gonna get to the maximum amount of energy before they reach to that Icy Wind or Drill Run, then throw my Drill Run, and at at the back they have a Steelix. So let's see how well we can play this, because I think we need only 2 of those drill runs, and of course the only way to play this is to go ahead and throw those drill runs, and that's gonna end this video with an amazing victory against a weird choice up in front from my opponent. So anyways, that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course consider subscribing to my channel if you already haven't. So with that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into our next video.